Hi everyone, Extra Flaming here and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be going through our BBL 12 final preview and our prediction. So let's go ahead, hop right into things. So this year's BBL 12 final, this year's BBL final is going to be the Perth Scorchers versus the Brisbane Heat at Optus Stadium in front of a sellout crowd. It's going to be probably a very good game in the end. So let's go ahead and hop right into this preview. Alright, so we're going to be going ahead and recapping both teams' seasons. So we're going to be starting off with the home side, the Perth Scorchers. So we're going to be having a little look at their season. So their first game came up against the Sydney Sixers, where they won by 38 runs in the end, putting up 9 for 155 after their 20 overs, and the Sixers being bowled out for 117. So a good win to start off their tournament for the Scorchers. And then their second game, they went down to Tasmania at UTAS Stadium to play the Hurricanes, and in that game they lost by 8 runs. In their third game they played the Stars at City Power Centre, and they smashed the Melbourne Stars by 61 runs, putting up 7 for 229 off their 20 overs, which was a bizarre score. They had all the fire, they had all the power hitters in the world in that one. Stars did not even get close. And then their next game was up against the Strikers, where they won by 3 wickets in Perth. Pretty good win there for the Scorchers. And then they played against the Stars and won by 6 wickets again in Perth. So that they've been in pretty good roles. They've been pretty good in Perth this season, have the Scorchers. They won by 5 wickets against the Renegades at Marvel. One of the only sides to really beat the Renegades at Marvel as well. But yeah, they won there in the end, only just though. Their next game came up against the Thunder, again in Perth at Optus Stadium, where they won by 6 wickets. Well, no, sorry, they lost to the Thunder by 6 wickets, in one of their first real losses at Optus Stadium. And the Thunder were really good in that game as well. That was one of the games where they really managed to just dig under the Scorchers and get a good hold on them. And that's where the Thunder managed to win that one. Then after that, they played the Heat in Perth and won that one pretty comfortably by 7 wickets. And the Heat had put up a really poor score as well, 9 for 171 off their 20. However, the Perth Scorchers, with so many power hitters in their side, chased it down with ease, only taking them 16 overs to go ahead and get the job done. So then next they played the Heat again, playing the Heat twice in a row, and still won by 8 wickets that time again, doing it with comfortable acres of time to spare in the end for that one. And then they won by 9 wickets against the Thunder at Sydney Showground Stadium in just 12.5 overs, showing some real power hitting on display there in that one. Then they played the Sixers at the SCG. Sixers won by 6 runs in the end. That was going to be a real top 2 matchup, top 2 battle, and the Sixers got the better in the end of the SCG. Sixers are just so strong there, though. And then played back at Optus Stadium again versus the Hurricanes this time and won that one by 7 wickets against the Hurricanes. Pretty comfortably done there for the Scorchers. Won by 7 wickets against the Strikers, bowled them out for 92, and then won that one in just a little over 10 overs. Then they played the Renegades, and, well, the Renegades actually did really well in this one in Perth. The Scorchers put up 5 for 212, which is one of the biggest scores in Perth in a T20 game that we've seen in a very long time. And the Renegades got really close, 5 for 202, but in the end, the Perth Scorchers are just too good in that one. They played the Sixers next in Perth in the qualifier and won that, which was their direct ticket to the grand final. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the Heat and have a little look at their year. And their year's been an interesting one. Obviously starting off pretty poorly and then coming back to really get right back into things. So we'll have a look at their first game, lost to the Renegades by 22 runs, which started off obviously a dream campaign for the Melbourne Renegades. And then after that game, the Heat didn't play for a very long time while I was thinking. They played their first game on the 15th of December. And then the next one came on the 21st of December. Back-to-back games versus the Melbourne Renegades. And the Melbourne Renegades got him in both times. GMHBA Stadium, that one. The Heat not great using the conditions down there. Although they did actually play that one pretty well, however, but the Renegades did just get the better in the end, winning by 4 wickets. And then playing the Strikers, which was almost a little bit of a turnaround of their season, winning by 6 runs against a very good Strikers outfit at the time. So that was a really inspiring win there for the Brisbane Heat. But they could not carry that form in to playing the Thunder at Sydney Showground Stadium. The Thunder won that one by 10 wickets. Yes, they did not lose a single wicket in their pursuit of 122. The Heat were pretty disappointing in that one. Before then, playing the Thunder again, and again losing at Metricon Stadium, this time to the Thunder. 9 for 171 off there, 9 for 171 off their 20 overs. The Heat and the Thunder got that. So, yeah, the Thunder got 6 for 182 off their 20 overs, and the Heat got close, but just couldn't quite 9 for 171. Their next game was against the Sixers, which kind of turned around what had been a poor season into something really special. Up at the Gabba, which they play up there pretty well. Won by 15 runs, batted first, and Josh Brown really did come alive in this game, as did Nathan McSweeney, 5 for 224 off their 20 overs. And then in the end, getting the Sixers out for 209 off their 20. It was a cracking contest, that one. And that's where the Heat season really did start to come alive. The no result versus the Sixers, which probably would have been a win, to be completely honest. They got 6 for 147 from their 13 overs. Michael Neser put up a brilliant score in that one. Colin Munro also scoring quickly. And I reckon they would have won if this game had have actually finished. They definitely would have won, I reckon. I don't know if the Sixers were going to get to that total. Before then, travelling to Perth, it did the Heat to play the Scorchers, and obviously we have recapped this one. The Scorchers won that one pretty comfortably, chasing down 171, got there with ease, and then it was up at the Gabba, playing the Scorchers again. The Scorchers again chased down their total, no problems at all. Then it was over to Adelaide for the Heat to play the Strikers, and the Strikers have had this really bad collapse this year where they won their first 4 and they won one of their last 10, I believe. And yeah, the Heat, they got bowled out for 154 after 19.3. Did not look like enough, but in the end, it was definitely enough. Their bowling was really good, and they managed to really keep the Strikers down. And then their test stars had returned by this game to play the Stars in Melbourne at the MCG. It was a pretty good game in the end. Renshaw off the final ball managed to finish it off for the Heat. Before then, playing the Hurricanes at the Gabba, where they won by 12 runs in another thriller up at the Gabba, but they were just a better side up there. And then another thriller versus the Stars. 4 for 188 off their 20 with a Heat, and then 3 for 184 off their 20 with the Stars. The Stars so close to getting that job done, but the Heat just pipped them in the end. And then to their final game of their year, the regular season for the Hurricanes, they lost to the Hobart Hurricanes, did the Brisbane Heat. And yeah, they lost by 2 runs, and managing to not chase down a very below par score of 9 for 120, which is what the Hurricanes set, and they finished 8 for 118 off their 20 to the Heat, losing by just 2 runs in the end. Now to finals we go. The Heat won by 8 runs, DLS method in their eliminator versus Thunder at the Sydney Showground Stadium. They put up 5 for 203, and the Thunder finished 152 after their 6.5 overs. Rain finished that one off, and then it was a remarkable win versus the Renegades against all odds at Marvel. Batting second, the Renegades have put up quite a par score on the board. The Heat just chased it down with ease through some of their test stars. And then I thought the Heat were going to struggle without the likes of Khawaja, Renshaw, and Labuschagne, and even Swepson in the side, but no, they've just really flown away, and their bowling and batting in this one against the Sixers at the SCG was remarkable, winning by 4 wickets to cap off what has been a bit of a fairy tale season here for the Heat, where they've come from nowhere to end up finishing in this top 5, and now it's going to be the Scorchers and the Heat meeting in the grand final. Alright, so now we are getting to the nitty-gritty part of this video where he's going to be prediction. First of all, it is going to be recap time to go ahead and recap what we've just gone over. So, obviously, these are the 2 best sides realistically playing in the grand final. It's going to be in Perth. It's going to start at 4:30 Perth time, 7:30 Eastern time, and then he's going to go ahead and start at 6:30 for Queensland time. But yeah, this is going to be a really interesting contest between these two sides. I feel like in Perth, the Scorchers do have the home ground advantage, and it is going to be a sold-out 60,000 Optus Stadium crowd. There's going to be lots of orange. I reckon it'll probably only really be Brisbane Heat fans that are located in Perth, which will manage to get to this one because tickets were snapped up so quickly. But this is going to be a cracking contest. I really hope it will be a really exciting game. So, I feel like, look, the Scorchers have won both the times these two sides have played. I feel like the Heat have had a bit of luck and a bit of favour go their way. The Scorchers have been probably the best side all year, only losing a couple of games. So this is a really tough prediction, but I feel like I'm going to go with the obvious, and I am going to go ahead and say the Perth Scorchers to win. I'm just going to say they're going to go ahead and win. I'm not going to predict whether they're going to bat first, bowl first. Well, actually, you know what, we will. So if they're going to bat first, I reckon the Scorchers are going to win by 23 runs, and I reckon if they bat second, if they bowl first, bat second, I reckon they're going to win by, let's say, 6 wickets. That's my prediction. So either 23 runs or 6 wickets is my prediction for the Scorchers to go ahead and win the final. So feel free to let me know your final in your prediction in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys next time another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much. And bye everyone. Extra Flaming out.